everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a new episode of Leveling Up and today we are talking all about money. So money and finance has been something that I'm really passionate about, and there are a lot of other topics that we are going to get into in this channel. So if you are interested in the topics like luxury, lifestyle, finance and feminine energy, magics of the universe, as well as manifestation and self-improvement, I think you should definitely subscribe to this channel and join our YouTube community so that we could learn together and grow together. So keeping that in mind, today I'm going to share with you the 5 rules that I kind of have in terms of finance and I think of before dealing in terms of finance, so that I could create wealth that is generational and could last for me for not just my lifetime but for the lifetime of the generations to come that would come eventually, or I might also donate if I do not get married or something like that. But in both ways, I do want to earn that first. I want to have that money. And keeping that in mind, I also understand that a lot of people around the world do not exactly understand these topics. So I thought, why not me making these topics on my channel and telling you about all of them. I think they would really help you in this journey of making money, and we could create wealth for ourselves together. So keeping that in mind, these are the 5 rules that would help you in creating generational wealth. So first and foremost, one must research the market before entering it, whether you are selling a product or you are negotiating your salary. So a person who does not know about the market, who does not know about the fact that how exactly the market has been placed and where to place your product and what positioning does it require according to its features, or where do you need to position yourself if you are negotiating for a salary, and why all of this is required, because you do not have a lot of chances in life. You only have one chance and you can only perform your best if you know and if you are well informed about the performance. So when a person in the interview, an interviewer asks you that, okay, what do you expect as a salary? Or you might show your product and they ask that, okay, what price have you kept for it? So if you kind of quote more price, then you kind of lose credibility and people think of you as someone who is very boastful and who does not really know about how value and market works. And if you place your product in a very low category, or you kind of take less salary for what you are offering, then you kind of stay undervalued and you do not deserve that kind of treatment when you are giving out a lot of value, maybe in terms of your product or in terms of your salary. So keeping that in mind, I really think that one must first research about all the topics that is related to the product placement and positioning, as well as the human position placement, so that they can quote the right price and get the value that they deserve. Rule number 2 is sell something that can scale globally. Now, I want to think of this as something that is a very childish thought, and it just popped up into my mind that, okay, I can either make 100 rupees by asking for 100 rupees all at once, but then I have to go through a lot of rejections. But if I'm going to ask 10 people for 10 rupees, I might get it easier, right? And if I ask almost 100 people for 1 rupee each, I might get it easier than 10 rupees as well. So keeping that in mind, sometimes one must think in terms of how to make a business that is scalable, that is based above a certain product or a certain service that could be used globally. Now I'll give you the example of YouTube as well as maybe a certain product, right? So I feel like in YouTube, if I'm making videos in English, I have an audience from the whole world. But if I'm making it in Hindi, I only have the audience who understand Hindi. Of course, that comes up with like people who do not understand English, they cannot watch my videos. That is very true. But keeping that in mind, it is of course very global to kind of sell this service of video making in terms of international audience, right? In the same way, if we talk about any other service that one can give, like for me, I know English as well as I know Hindi, right? So I can cater to both Indian audience as well as Western audience in terms of giving astrological consultations, because I can make both of them understand about this certain thing that only I know of, that I have acquired a skill of knowing astrology. So keeping that in mind, I really feel like this is something that can scale globally. I can have my customers from all over the world. If we talk about a certain product, like if I sell makeup for a certain example and I'm writing these books, or I would make these planners, these planners could also be sold outside India. These planners could also be sold in India. But this is something that does not go bad easily, right? So I feel like with food and with catering business, I have loved food all my life, and I feel like that food is something that is not very scalable for me. And even though you can open a lot of outlets, the quality does not stay the same. Like it kind of changes with each outlet. And if someone can ensure the quality stays same, then it's really great. But I think it takes a lot of efforts. While compared to that, if I like make a planner or make a book, that is easier to sell, because I feel like that is something that could be used by a larger audience. So in the same way, you need to think of making something globally that could be used by everyone, so that you can use it, the people in your city, the people in your country, the people in your state, as well as the people outside your country could use it. That would really increase the amount of customers that you can have, and eventually increase how much you can sell that product. Now, my rule number 3 is solve a daily life pain point for people. So if I talk about astrology, even though people take astrological consultation maybe when they get into trouble, but a true person who knows about the importance of astrology would take an advice every year or maybe even every month, if they know the power of astrology and if they know how planets can help them make better decisions in life. In the same way, if like someone wants to use a planner, they need it for the whole year, right? So keeping that in mind, if I can solve something that is required by a person daily, or maybe let's take toothpaste for example. Toothpaste is used by everyone daily, and it is like finished every day and like in a certain time, and then bought a new pack is bought after a certain time. Focus on a certain product which is required by the customer on day-to-day basis. I think we can create something that would be used for a long term, and I feel like that is what gave me the idea of creating these daily planners, because I really like to plan my daily life, and this is something I am passionate about. And I also know that a lot of people who want to get their life back together always need a planner. Even though they have a digital planner, that does not quite feel right when you have something that you can actually write on, whether it's on your iPad or on your like a normal planner. I think that is more scalable. So keeping that in mind, I'm kind of creating those planners first for myself, and maybe eventually I'll scale for others as well. But I think about the product in terms of what could be used on a day-to-day basis, and that would kind of make the demand for your product very naturally, and you won't need to create a demand or go and sell people your product. Your product would be needed by people even before you sell it. So rule 4 is focus on earning more rather than like living within your means and budgeting and things like that. So why do I say so? you can only save a bit of amount, or maybe, and we also know about inflation, right? So keeping that in mind, we cannot budget a lot and we cannot save a lot by budgeting. Eventually we have to go out of our comfort zone, as well as create something that would earn us more resources and more wealth. So the more resources, more wealth, more assets that we invest in would give us more money, and that would give us more freedom to spend, rather than when we think about like living within our means and only spending this much amount at this much time, which is good. When you are growing, when you are starting, it's of course good to live within your means, but this should not be your mindset on the long term. Your mindset in the long term should always be, how do I earn more so that I don't have to budget a lot. Yes, I would buy things that is genuinely required by me, so that I am not creating a bad environmental impact. But then again, I also do not want to hold away from my being and hold away from the things that I really want to have. Like, if I can have one straightener, why not have the Dyson, and why to have something else? And this is my mindset for most of the things that I have. This is not my mindset in terms of people, but hey, we are talking about money, right? So in terms of money and in terms of spending on products, I really feel like that there is this Hindi saying that mehenga roe ek baar and sasta roe baar baar. What this means is, the one who spends more only cries once because they are spending a lot at one time, but the one who spends less cries a lot because that product does not support them well. So that's why I also believe in this, and I also feel like that investing in a great product would not only just give you the usage, would also make a better consumer experience for you, so that you feel better fulfilled in your life. So rule 5 states that think like a king, build for your people. Now, of course, we all cannot be kings and queens right now, but the truth is, when I am building wealth, I'm thinking in terms of, what if I imagine myself as the queen or king who is looking after a kingdom, and I have to create products that are useful for the people in my kingdom, so that they do not get distracted by my product, but actually could use a certain product that would actually add up to their life. And that's why it is very important to sell a product in terms of how I can scale it, and also provide a lot of value to the other person as well. So in the same way, if I am creating something and if I am building something, it has to matter to me in terms of, okay, I am creating this, but it should also be useful for my audience who is willing to buy it from me, and kind of that builds credibility, that builds loyalty, that builds trust, and I really thrive on those things. So I feel like the more you can build all these traits, and more you can build all these emotions between the audience as well as the creator, I really think that it makes a better business as well as a better life for you as a human, better human experience, because you are eventually a human at the end of the day, and you need to feel secure in your being. You need to feel true to yourself, and you can only feel true to yourself if you are creating something that is actually required by the audience and actually like useful for the audience, and they can benefit from your product. So I hope you enjoyed this video of building your generational wealth and being in this financial journey. I really hope that I created impact in your life and provided you a lot of value. And these are all the tips that I have thought from my heart, and I'm giving out to you so that you can use these and make use of all the advices that I gave you today. And I really think that if you take into account what I told you today, you would eventually build something great. And whether you kind of choose to do a job or whether you choose to make a business, in both ways you would finally realize that, okay, this is my calling and I need to create a product and understand the nuances of building the finance around it, and maybe you will thank me in your mind while building your product. So I really hope that I was of enough help and you are going to build something really great. May God bless you, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe now.